Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Baylee. If you are new here, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day whenever you're watching. I know it's been a hot minute since I posted regularly between just being pregnant in general and having COVID. Finally getting over the COVID and kind of getting better with pregnancy and not really. So today I just kind of wanted to give you a little first trimester pregnancy update. I found out I was pregnant around like 3.5 weeks, and then I am 12 weeks now, and I'll be 13 weeks later this week. So I am out of the first trimester already, which is crazy. I wanted to do a pregnancy update a little bit before this, but I honestly just don't ever feel good, and I don't feel like getting ready, and yeah, and then I got COVID. So I'm going to just talk about what it's been like, finding out, telling our family if we are using an OB or a midwife, and just kind of give you guys a little update. If you are new around here, this is our second baby. We have a 2-year-old son, and then whatever this baby is going to be. Like I said, I am 12 weeks and I'm due June 20th to the 24th. They don't, it's just kind of in that range, the end of June, which is great. I always wanted a summer baby. My son is born in November, the end of November, so it was not fun having a winter baby with all the sickness and stuff, so I'm really excited to have a summer baby and to get to enjoy summer with my 2 babies. I found out I was pregnant really early, before I had even missed my period, like 5 days. We were obviously trying, so I was testing a lot. The reason I tested so early because I had gotten quite a few negatives in the months before, so that month that I found out, I really planned on not testing until I knew I missed my period for sure. But I was going to be spending the weekend away from my husband, and it was obviously, I was like a couple days DPO, so I knew that there was a possibility. So I just had the urge to test before I was away from him all weekend. I don't know why, I just had the urge, and I tested and I was pregnant. So I tested and I was pregnant. It was a really faint line because I was really early, like I said, it was 5 days before I was even going to miss my period, so I was only like 3 weeks pregnant. And then I took a digital a week after that, and it said pregnant, so we were for sure pregnant. I don't know why, I was just so shocked to see that positive pregnancy test. I guess because I'd gotten so many negative pregnancy tests those months before that I just was just like, oh, it's probably just gonna be negative, and it was positive. So I was really excited, and then I started panicking a little bit, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have 2 children. I'm a little nervous, but it's fine. I'm still really excited, and I'm honestly just ready for the baby to be here and not be pregnant anymore. But we were really excited. My husband was really excited. He didn't even know I was testing, and then he just came home from work and I told him I was pregnant, and he wasn't expecting it at all, and I was pregnant. So that is how that went down. We waited a little bit to tell our family. I remember the day we found out I was pregnant with our son, we went and had dinner with my in-laws that evening, and I told them right away. And then my mom came over the next day, and she was staying with me because my husband had to be out of town for work, and I told her immediately. And I didn't tell her in a cute way or anything because I was going to, but she was staying with me, and I didn't want her to find anything about me being pregnant, and I hadn't told her, so I just told her. And yeah, so this time we waited kind of a while. It was probably around 2 weeks. I don't know why we waited. I just kind of wanted to keep it to ourselves. I actually went and stayed with my dad and my stepmom and all my siblings that weekend that I found out, and we were talking about like what it would be like to have another baby and all these, because I had some fears. I think it's pretty normal for a mom to have fears, just because you're gonna have another baby, you don't want it to affect your relationship with your first baby, and you don't want things to change and all that. And I was just talking to my stepmom and my dad about it, and I was actually pregnant the whole time, and I knew, but I didn't tell them. And so yeah, we ended up telling them. They are all really excited. We told my stepmom, my dad, and my husband's parents by just having Stratton wear a t-shirt that said baby or brother shark doo-doo-doo, and we just let him wear it and then see how long it took them to notice. And then we told my mom by having her take our announcement pictures that we posted. I'll put them right here so you can see what they look like if you don't follow me over on Instagram. And we were at the pumpkin patch, we were gonna take pictures, and then we just pulled out a sign that said baby, and she caught on pretty quick. So that's how we told them. They're all really excited, and they're all really excited to have a summer baby as well. This is the only grandchild on any side of the family, or my son is the only grandchild on any side of the family, and now this is the second, and we're still the only ones that are having children. On to my pregnancy symptoms. So before I tested, I had absolutely no symptoms. I am a really nauseous person as it is, so I'm usually always nauseous anyways. So even if that would have been a symptom, I wouldn't have even noticed it any differently. So once I found out I was pregnant, I never showed really any symptoms for a while, I would say, probably up until, I don't know, like 6 weeks. I didn't show any symptoms, and then I hit the 6-week mark, and I was so sick. So sick. Like, I literally couldn't eat dinner without throwing it back up. And I don't know why it only hit me at dinner, but I'd be nauseous all day long, and then at night I would eat dinner, and then I would throw it up. I don't know if it was just because that was my biggest, like, that's the only time I really ate a meal, but it was not good. I finally got over the throwing up around 8 or 9 weeks, but I am still severely nauseous. Like, it is awful. Some days I just can't do anything, and it's awful, and it really just, like, hurts my mama heart because I can't be up playing with my son, and I really just kind of do the bare minimum with him, and then I'm back to laying down because I'm just so sick. If he needs something, I obviously get up, but I can't play with him or really interact with him because I'm just so sick, and he doesn't know why, obviously. So that kind of hurts my mama heart. Like I said, I did just get out of the first trimester, so hopefully this nausea will subside soon, but it really hasn't yet. I don't really get pregnancy exhaustion every day like some moms. I will be tired sometimes, and I'll have to take a nap when my son takes a nap, but most days I feel tired, but I don't need to take a nap. Some days I do, and some days I don't, so that's not really a big pregnancy symptom of mine. I don't really have any cravings. I have one, and that's just Chinese food, which I did crave that a lot with my son. With my son, I couldn't eat carbs or anything because it'd make me gain a lot of weight, and to keep my weight gain at a healthy point, I had to cut out carbs throughout my pregnancy, so I never got to enjoy eating Chinese food. But this time my pregnancy is a lot healthier so far because my body was already used to eating healthy and working out before I got pregnant, so I just keep implementing that into my pregnancy routine, and so far so good. So that is my only craving, is Chinese food. I'm also a huge coffee lover, and I really can't stomach coffee anymore. I really love iced coffee, and that's what I would drink every morning, every day in the afternoon, and I can't stomach the thought of cold coffee anymore. If I do drink coffee, it's in the morning and it has to be hot, and I can't really finish a cup, which is kind of depressing because I am such a big coffee lover, but it's fine. My belly is starting to grow. I obviously am showing a lot earlier this time around because it is my second baby, and it's very common for women to show earlier with their second. It's definitely growing. I am just in general not a person that enjoys being pregnant. I wish I was, but it's just not fun. I'm extremely grateful that I get to be pregnant and carry my children and all of that, but it's just not fun for me. I also have really bad acid reflux, which I did with my son as well, but it didn't hit until the end, and I was huge. But right now it's happening now, and it sucks all day, all the time. But really my main issue is nausea. I just can't get past it. Nothing helps with it. And yeah, there's really not a lot you can do. I'm just waiting it out. So that's really all of my symptoms. I I think I have felt the baby move already, which is actually pretty common. If it is your second baby, you can feel it more earlier on with the more babies you have, and I'm pretty sure I've already felt the baby not kick, but like move or something. It's very subtle movements, it's nothing major, so that's why I think it's the baby. I do crave more sweets this time around than last time, I would say. I actually don't know, to be honest. I crave everything sometimes. Like, sometimes I really want salty, sweet stuff. Sometimes I really want sour stuff. And sometimes I want, like, meaty stuff. And, yeah, but my main craving is Chinese food. And I could eat it all the time. So, that is all my little symptoms. I'm going to talk about if we will be using an OB or a midwife. And we are using a midwife this round. And we will be giving birth, or I will be giving birth because my husband does nothing, but I will be giving birth at a birthing center, so it's going to be an all natural, unmedicated birth, hopefully. I really want to give birth in the water this time, in the birthing tub, so that is my plan as of now. Things could change, you know, we never know. But we are using a midwife. It is a very far midwife because there is no midwives in my area that we live in. So that makes me a little nervous. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from our house to the birthing center. So it makes me a little nervous, but we're just gonna have to work with it because it's what I want. If some of y'all probably don't even know this because I've never talked about it on my channel, but I'm going to be a certified doula and a breastfeeding counselor. So I think me becoming a doula is a little bit of my reasoning for wanting to go all natural. Just learning everything that I have learned in my doula classes just makes me want to have the best labor and delivery experience. And I just want it to be a real natural, no medical interference birth. With my son, it was not fun. It was very traumatic, honestly, for me. Just being my first time to have a child, it just wasn't fun, and I don't want this experience to be anything like it. I know more about it now, being a doula. I will be getting my certification in like a week or 2 or so. So I know more information. I know how to handle my body more now. I know to just trust my body and trust the process because it was obviously made to do this. So yeah, that is my reasoning for wanting to use a midwife. I just kind of love their whole aspect. I love how personal it is. If you use an OB, it's just kind of like a hey, things are good, all right, peace out. But like at a midwife, they really get to know you, and I really enjoy that. Like our first appointment was like an 1.5 hours long, which was really cool. At that point, you know, your baby doesn't have a distinguished heart rate, like you can't find it. But they're like, yeah, we can try. So we did that. They pulled out their little computer ultrasound to see if they could find it. Like, they just wanted to do it because I wanted to do it, so I thought that was really cool. Usually, if you would have went to an OB, they would have been like, you can't really tell right now, so we'll just look for it next time, you know? It's a more personal experience, which I really enjoy. And the birthing center is great. Like, it's very nice, and I really enjoy it. So, that is why we chose a midwife. I'm really excited. I really don't have any fears about going natural. They might settle in, you know, the closer I get to it, but right now I'm at a peace with it. I don't really have any fears. I know it's gonna hurt a lot, and I don't know if my brain just doesn't register that, how much pain I'm actually gonna be in when the time comes, but I just don't have any fears about it, and I don't know, I just don't want to change my mind. So hopefully that mindset will get me through the labor when it comes. But yeah, that is my first trimester pregnancy update. Brought you guys all up to speed. I'm going to try to post content more regularly like I used to. Just really haven't felt like doing anything lately. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys will stick around and follow along on this journey with us. I'm really excited to have another baby. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with me, Baby Wilhelm. I'll see you guys on the next one.